My friends, welcome to Mechanical Rain. My name is Mitch and I'm going to be your GM for the evening. When we last left off, our intrepid adventurers here are special forces from Helix Academy, if you will. They had just been engaged in combat in the flatlands outside of this mine. They were sent here by Warren, a recently orphaned young man from the town above, in search of his brother and the rest of the citizens that have been kidnapped. After their combat session, they had engaged 5 enemy Blackwoods, one of which being an incredibly notable fighter piloting a large female-shaped red mech.
Hey, I'm Rob. I'll be playing Achilles Crowfang, the Artificer Armorer.
Howdy, I'm Pat. I'll be playing Hajime Nomofuka, the Battlesmith Artificer.
Hey, I'm Jace. I will be playing Isabel Simonsen, the Outland Barbarian.
I'm Ricky. I will be playing Verna Ziert, the Triton Fighter.
All right, so when we last left off, guys, you had just finished killing this final boss here, and what are you going to do? It is laying dead at your feet. One of those little orbs has popped out. This one hasn't cracked open or anything.
I think we need to talk to this operator.
I was gonna say, somebody wanna try and crack that open?
Yeah, I'm right there. I'll grab it.
All right. So I assume you're staying in your mech to do that, Pat, in your Blackwood?
Yeah, I'm just having the mech pick it up.
All right, cool. Then in that case, just roll me a strength to see if you can crack this thing open.
Oh, yeah, sure. Let's see here. A 6.
I mean, you're squeezing it pretty good, but it's not gonna break open with a 6.
Pass me the rock.
Kobe! Whoever that is.
You mean that historical basketball player from 300 years ago on Earth?
Sure, we'll go with that one.
All right. I mean, if anybody's trying to crack it open, it's just going to be strength.
All right.
I'm pretty beefy. I can give it a go.
Let's let the bird try first.
I already asked.
Why, thank you. Chivalry's not dead. Oh, no, go ahead.
It's underneath the thing. I can't tell. Give me a second for it to load.
Oh my god.
Modified 23.
Oh, she has got it.
So you split this thing open, and just this black goo starts to drip down your hands.
Oh, that's gross.
Uh-oh. Is that blood?
Inside, as the goo's right there, inside you find another one of the black boxes that Hajime came across in the downed plane.
Guys, it's nasty in here.
Well, I mean, we gotta wash it off, right? We gotta take it with us. Is it guts?
It doesn't look like guts.
No, it's not. Well, maybe.
It's just goo.
Why don't you go ahead and roll your Arcana, which we had been using as a science stat.
Sure.
Roll for goo.
Rolling for goo.
I mean, essentially.
Oh.
All right, so you recognize it as, like, you can't exactly make it out because it's not using the same kind of proprietary technology as you guys are using, but it is essentially like an inertial dampening gel.
Oh. So this was unoperated by a human inside?
It was operated all right by that thing.
The black box?
Yeah, if it worked like the other one did. That's disgusting.
I mean, shouldn't we take the box with us?
I mean, we can.
Oh, yeah, we should. I'm not saying we shouldn't. I'm just saying it's not guts that's inside the ball.
All right, well, maybe that's better.
That is better.
It's not guts. It's just, cornstarch and food coloring in water. Just punch it real hard and it'll ridge it up.
I mean, it's a little more scientific-y than that, but essentially.
I do not have the time to go through a whole science lecture. Oh, spirit in the sky.
That's fair.
Yeah, I guess we'll take it with us and we'll...
That's fair.
Isabel, I need to talk to you before we go any further. I need to talk to you because I need you to know, when I was attacking you, I was charmed. I didn't have control over my actions. I don't know what that boss did, but it was nasty. And I hope you believe me. I wouldn't do anything to endanger us, or our group, or you. And I just want to know, do you forgive me? I'll give you a free shot if you want one.
Roll persuasion on that.
I mean, it's the truth, but okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you gotta try to persuade them to not murder you.
Oh my God! All right, well, that's a 19, and then my +1 is 20. So I guess that's a dirty 20.
I don't know how much persuasion you need to get me not to murder you when we have known each other for the last 4 or 5 years.
Right.
That's true, and the windshield wipers on the nipples were definitely a dead giveaway that something was going wrong inside of the Blackwood.
The headlights.
I'm sorry I electrocuted you.
Oh, no, I appreciate it. It kicked me right out of that charm, so favor done.
All right, so, I mean, you guys can stay in your Blackwoods. You also have 2 doors into this facility built into the cliff wall here. And if you guys remember correctly, you are here to rescue people. You cannot just go home, like Verna suggested, out of the game.
Oh, I mean, we can, but I don't think it'd be... I don't think it'd be a good look, so...
Yeah.
We can't even go home, because if we got home, we didn't even do the first mission.
Look, Mitch, I was charmed, okay?
I mean, you were hacked, but yeah, that's fair.
Well, left or right? What do you guys think?
Let's check out the left door first.
Yeah, we can do a perception maybe on both.
Yeah, I'll investigate the left door.
All right. So are you getting out, or are you going to try to open it with your Blackwood?
Well, I'm going to take a look at it first to make sure if I open it, it's not going to like melt me with acid.
All right. I mean, you can roll an investigation on that.
Yeet. That's a gentleman's 10.
You are pretty sure that it is a door, and you know how doors work.
Fantastic. I guess I'll take a little peek through and see what's on the other side.
All right. So as you pry that door open, it slides pretty good, and you see this not exactly futuristic looking, but definitely like a high tech, not shitty mining operation. A little bit of a hangar. There's a couple of vehicles in there, a Jeep, a relatively armored like desert transport kind of vehicle, and a couple of trailers and stuff.
Okay. I'll look back towards the group. So I think this is like the garage, for lack of a better term. Do I see like a door or like a hallway that leads off further in?
You don't exactly see a door. There is a small like office built into the side of it.
Okay.
With like there's a couple of windows in there, and you can sort of see like a computer terminal and stuff along those lines, but you can't really see into it from where you're at.
Okay. Not sure if this leads anywhere farther in. If someone wants to check the other door real quick, we can kind of figure out what we want to do first here.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Oh, no, you go ahead. I'll take care of the box thing for now.
All right, sounds good. Mitch, what was that? I'm sorry. Was that investigation?
Yes.
Oh, it's not great. It's not great.
You are pretty sure that you are in the right area to to like rescue these hostages, but you're incredibly unsure as to whether or not you should actually try to proceed through a door or not.
So that's what a 2 gets you.
For the listeners at home, it was a natural 1, modified 2.
Oh, it's a natty. Okay.
Right, but
good to know.
That's a door, but doors are hard.
They're tough, guys. If anyone else wants to follow that up, you're welcome to.
You're pretty sure you're doing things correctly.
All right. Well,
you are more than welcome to open that door yourself.
What is it? Can I like push it with with my finger of the mech and just push it? And
I mean, it's like a large door. It is a giant steel door, about 20 feet tall.
So I have to muscle it.
Yeah, and it slides. It doesn't open in and out. It is a sliding door.
Oh, damn this technology. All right.
Oh my God, there's the super advanced sliding door.
I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go ahead and just slide it open.
All right. I mean, this thing opens up pretty good. It opens into a small antechamber, not large enough to obviously get your mechs through. It's only a 20-foot tall door. And there is a door, like a man-sized door at the other end.
Okay. All right, y'all. So it looks like we gotta We gotta lock up the mechs here and proceed on foot if we want to go further.
Oh, man.
Aw.
Yeah, everybody get close to the door we are going to pile into.
Yeah, I'm just gonna...
I will
right
set
there.
up a 30-foot radius around my mech with the last quote spell slot I have, and set up an alarm.
Nice.
Okay.
Smart.
You're just gonna leave your stuff out in the open air, or are you gonna try to tuck yourself into like the hangar bay? You're gonna try to hide behind a rock.
The garage would be wiser, I suppose, unless somebody's coming around to check garages.
Yeah, there's only one way to find out, I guess, and I'll walk my mech into the garage. Why not? What's the worst that could happen?
Can we set up the alarm inside the garage?
Yeah.
I can set it up just like at the garage door.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like I'll have my mech like crouch in front of the door so there's a little bit of resistance to other things getting in.
All right.
So you're actually entering into the garage then, Achilles?
Yeah.
All right. So once you exit your Blackwood, you have it standing up against the back wall. You see not a door, more like a long open tunnel with a bunch of support structures that appears to have been like dug into the rock.
Okay, so it looks like this will connect to whatever the main complex is.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
But you just couldn't tell from outside.
Okay, I'll let everyone know to bring their mechs in then, and we'll kind of stash them in here.
Nice.
And I guess I want to take a look at the office while like Hajime's setting up his perimeter alarm and everything.
Okay.
Just because I want to see if maybe I can glean anything from their computer system.
All right. So, like, are you going to try to carefully enter the office, or are you just walking in?
Yeah, I'll try to carefully enter the office.
All right. Yeah. So, I mean, if you want to go ahead and roll a stealth for me.
Sure. And I'm not in my mech, so I roll at regular. I will take that. Let's
my
go.
God.
That's a natural 20 for a 27.
Natty 20?
Cool. So, despite this being like an older kind of facility, that door slides open just so smooth. Not a sound is heard. You don't even trigger like the overhead motion sensing lights as you kind of tuck yourself in there. You happen to find just the right angle to not hit those lights on or anything like that.
Sweet.
Inside, what you're looking at, there's a couple of old filing cabinets. 2 or 3 desks are lining up underneath the window. There's like a kitchenette, like a break room kind of thing, kind of tucked in the back corner, and you would assume it's probably like the foreman's main office.
Okay.
Or at least for this portion of the facility in the other corner.
I guess I'll search is there any other doorway out of this, or is this just an office?
It is. That's the only thing that you're seeing.
Okay, so the only door is the door I came in.
Yes, that's the only door. Well, it's 2 doors. It's one, but it just opens up into the other side of the warehouse.
Okay. All right. So, but there's no there's no doorway deeper into the complex from here where I have to worry about someone coming in.
Right. No, it's just one on each wall opening up into the garage.
Cool. Well, I guess I'll have if someone else wants to come up as well, they're more than welcome to.
I was going to say, at this point, I think Verna would have shut the door to the right-hand entrance and come in and dropped off her mech and everything. So I think she'd probably be not too far behind.
Okay.
But if someone wants to come and give me a hand searching, I want to take a look through some of these files, see if we can kind of figure out a little more about this group that's running this, child labor mine.
All right. So we will go with Arcana for that, just because that's where we're using as our general science stat at the moment.
Yeah, sure.
And we'll use that for like your hacking or anything tech-based, really.
Cool. All right. And then, if I could get a hand so I can roll with advantage.
I will happily come
nice.
inside and give you the help action.
Oh, you are too kind.
It is the equivalent of when your dad asked you to hold the flashlight for you.
Yeah.
That's all the help
absolutely.
I'm giving.
Absolutely.
But I will give you the help action.
Let's do Arcana. Let's go. Another natural 20.
Beautiful.
Wow.
All right. So breaking into
I'm on fuego.
So you hack into this computer, reading the sticky note on top of the monitor that says password,
Thank God for stupid people.
and you type in password 1.
Oh, God, that hurts me.
Oh, no. Exclamation point.
Right. So you hack into this thing. The background of the computer as it fires up is actually a map of the mines itself.
Oh, fantastic. I will pull out the little data pad, like the one that I gave to everybody, and I will, and I can take the time just for the sake of brevity, and I'll grab the data pads that I handed to everybody, and I'm going to use them to copy that map so everybody has one, using what is technically my magical tinkering feature for being an artificer.
Right.
I can make a tiny object with a magical property of a visual effect, which will be basically like a hologram version of the map.
Yeah, I mean that works easy enough. It's not overly complicated. I mean, you're just copying down the blueprints here.
Yeah, I figured that way if we get separated, everybody's at least on the same page.
Exactly. So you're not seeing any folder that says like big evil plan here kind of thing.
God damn.
Nothing super.
I was hoping with a password like that, they just have all their icons on their desktop and I could just pull up evilplan.exe.
No. So you are seeing like a shipping manifest. You're not sure if this is from the facility before it was occupied or like when it was just being operated normally.
Okay.
Because you're not sure if like they would have brought their own tech and sets up and whatnot.
Yeah. Is there any record of combat Blackwoods being utilized in this mine?
Not on this.
Okay.
You see a couple of maintenance reports for the forklift kind of thing that Warren was kind of working on, trying to modify.
Yeah, the industrial stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
For those of you listening at home, it kind of looked like the exosuit from Aliens.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I figured it too.
Right. So it's basically just an exosuit with some forklifting capabilities.
Okay, but nothing like what we just fought.
Right. Nothing combat oriented.
Okay, so this office probably hasn't been utilized for a little bit of time.
Yeah. At least as far as you can tell, it's not being used by the invading force.
All right.
You see a couple of maintenance reports. You're noting that they have about 5 of those, as well as a couple of drilling machines. And you see that it was going out making deliveries roughly every 2 weeks of a rare kind of hard metal.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I'll capture all that data just in case we need anything for it. But otherwise, I'll come back out and rejoin the group.
All right.
Just kind of let them know that whatever is going on here is definitely not what this mine was originally opened for. It looks like whoever was running this mine previously hasn't been really doing that for a little bit.
You did note in there a sign of a struggle, like nothing crazy, like nobody, like there weren't broken desks or anything like that, but like things were a little strewn about, and you can assume that whoever was in there when the mine was taken over was probably taken hostage.
Okay. Yeah, like somebody was swept out of there very quickly.
Right.
Okay.
Like there was a coffee cup overturned and papers on the floor and things along that nature.
All right. So along with the kids, my guess is the miners, whatever industrial workers were here, at least some of them are probably also on the list of hostages.
You already said the kids are here. Why'd you have to specify the miners?
But the other kind of miners.
That's why I said industrial workers after that. Pay attention.
That's why I switched it up. It's going to get way too confusing if it's the miners and the miners. The miners. I don't know. No, we're just going to go with industrial workers.
Well, the employees.
Yeah, it wasn't all just kids missing from the town. It was the age range of like 15 to 40.
Yeah.
So like the youth of the town.
The miners, the miners, and
So we're looking at a real hostile takeover here.
That was a terrible pun, but I accept it.
You're welcome.
I don't. Justin, strike that from the record.
Rude.
But I guess we'll grab our equipment from. I'm going to grab my equipment from the storage space on my Blackwood. Flashlight, things like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your standard kind of gear.
Yeah, the adventuring gear, if you will.
Yes.
And we will. I guess we'll set out down the little tunnel down here if everybody else is good to go.
Yeah.
Here for it.
That's fine. I'll take point if that's all right with you.
I am perfectly fine with that.
All right, and then I have my steel defender take point.
Cheater. It will operate on your turn because I'm not keeping track of that in initiative order.
It does.
Its little face is so creepy.
Yeah, it is.
Your little face is creepy.
Damn.
I know.
All right, so you guys are taking off down this hall. It's about 20 feet wide, tall ceilings, not quite as tall as the hangar, but roughly 30 feet tall. Set of tracks going down the center. It's where they bring in like the mined material. There are lights going down the side of the hallway. Just a faint blue kind of glow illuminating where you're walking. You're not struggling to see anything, but like it's also not bright daylight.
Okay, so it's not technically dim light, but it's
Right.
by no means like daytime sunbeam.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll just keep heading down and see what we hit.
All right. So after traveling for about half an hour on foot, because it's a fairly large facility, and obviously this thing is dug deep into the mines, you come to a set of doors, and the tracks keep going off further into the mountain. If anybody would like to roll a perception check here, now would be the time to do so. I will also allow investigation, depending on which one you would like to use.
I'll use investigation.
Okay.
See. Let's go. I am unstoppable today. That is another natural 20. Let's go. That's 3 in a row, baby.
Oh, turkey.
All right. So, using your Sherlock Holmesian kind of deduction skills here, you note that there's at least 15 different sets of footprints walking in and out of this door, along with a couple of drag marks. And there are... The hinges are pointing in, so you can kick the door in if need be. So the door opens inward. The light is... There's light coming from underneath the door, and you can tell that once inside, it switches from the concrete slab that you're kind of standing on to a more tiled kind of thing.
Okay. Do I hear any voices coming or is the door too thick?
You don't, but it's not because the door's thick.
Okay, I just don't hear anything.
Like these are kind of like the swinging doors, like if you're walking into the back of a grocery store, like to get back behind kind of
gotcha,
thing.
gotcha.
There's just no doors. There's just no windows on them or anything like that.
All right, I guess I'll look back at the group and be like, all right, I guess we'll let's start creeping in.
All right, so from here, do me a favor and roll initiative just to make this easier for me to keep track of.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, there we go. That's a 10. Well, 14. That is insane. That is those are the
Dirty
single
20.
best rolls of my entire life right there. Those are the only nat 20s
awesome.
I'm going to get tonight, I bet.
I sure hope so. Damn.
I hope I would like some more, but like I'm cool with that.
I mean, I don't know. It's pretty awesome.
Jeez, that's insane.
All right, so as you guys... We're still waiting for Isabel.
It'll load.
There it goes.
Well, it's better than last time.
All right, so how are you going to try to enter this door?
Also, everyone that has damage, make sure they mark themselves back up.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
I figure we send Hajime's little pet in first.
Okay.
Does he have a name, Hajime?
Oh, I call him William.
Oh, William. Little Billy. I like it.
Send Willie in.
You're too wholesome for this campaign. You are not prepared for the horrors that lay ahead.
Oh, but Voice in the Sky, don't you remember last episode? She was the murder bot extraordinaire.
That's true. She does have a bloodlust that can only be satiated by more blood.
Oh, sweetie, I've seen things you couldn't imagine.
What's that smell? Man flesh.
All right, so
In goes Billy.
giving this door a quick push, you notice that it's chained on the other side. Like it moves a little bit. It's just a loose metal chain with a simple padlock on it.
Which one of you two fine ladies wants to break this door down?
I'm happy to give it a go.
I don't know which one of you has the higher strength score. So
Alternatively, you could just try to cut through the chain.
with what?
I don't know. I assume that Williams might have something.
I don't.
William does have large claws.
But the chain's on the other side of the door. Yes.
Yes, but it's just chaining two swinging doors together, so you can push it enough to get like an arm through.
I mean, if any, I don't have anything, but
I mean, I'm willing to give it a go. Is that athletics?
If you're just trying to rip off the lock, that would just be strength. If you're trying to pick the lock, that would be sleight of hand.
oh wait, can we actually? Can I fit my hand through to actually? Is there enough space to actually pick the lock?
Yeah. You have enough room to get like your arm through. Like you're not squeezing through the gap.
Oh.
You probably have about 6 inches of play. Like it's just a loosely locked door.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay. That makes much more sense. Hajime, what's your sleight of hand looking like?
If I had to say out of 10, it'd be a 4.
Oh, okay, so we're on the same. Okay, so yeah, I'll try to pick the lock.
All right.
And I do get to add my proficiency to this because I'm proficient in thieves' tools.
And I take a mirror out and hold it up just over his head and give him guidance.
Oh God, I love it. All right. So we'll do a D20 and a D4. Yeet. And plus, hang on, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Yeah, so you managed to, I mean, you wiggle around playing with this lock a little bit, and it pops loose. And you can relatively quietly pull this chain apart to like pull it off of the lock and slip inside the door.
Okay, cool. We'll do that then and see what this new room holds.
All right. You can also add a 5-foot chain to your inventory.
Cool.
So use that however you feel is necessary.
Well,
All right. So
I'm going to hang on to the padlock.
okay. All right. So as you enter through these doors, so you are basically in a locker room. There's 2 small benches that line the inside here. So along the top and bottom walls are a set of lockers. There's about 10 of them in here. There's 2 small benches, and there's like a wash sink kind of thing. You know, wash your hands and whatnot.
Like a utility sink.
There is another larger, like solid door over here.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Are the lockers locked?
You don't see any locks on them. They're your standard like high school locker room kind of lockers.
I am opening a locker.
All right. You are met with a hard hat. There's like some work boots in there. Set of coveralls. The miscellaneous keychain. The standard stuff you would find in a work locker.
I am taking a hard hat because we're going into a mine. That's safe. Safety is important.
I love it.
Okay. That hard hat has a lamp attached to the top.
Oh, nice.
That you will be able to use if you so choose to turn it on.
Oh, well, that looks real smart. I think Verna's going to try to find one of them too in an empty locker, or in a locker.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you see the same thing: work boots, coveralls, hard hat, set of keys. This one's got like a pinup girl picture hanging on the inside.
Ooh. We're going to go ahead and take that picture and the keys and the hard hat.
All right. So the picture is this girl in like a one-piece swimsuit with a bubble helmet, like a bubble space helmet on, and like some tall boots.
Ooh.
Fantastic. I guess while everybody's donning their personal protection gear, I'm going to take a look at this big-ass solid door and see what we're up against.
Yes, let's look.
Yes, Hajime, shall we take a gander?
All right, so this door that you guys are looking at now, this center one here.
Cool.
It's a solid metal door. There's a window in it, and it's got that like safety glass, you know, with like the hash marks going across it.
Yeah.
It slides into the wall from the left going to the right.
I guess I'll peek through the window.
All right, roll perception.
Okie dokie.
Rolling to peak.
Yeet. Yeah, I'll take that. 15.
All right. So looking through that, you see like an office kind of area.
Okay.
It looks similar to the one upstairs. You know, a couple of computer terminals, few chairs, conference table in the middle. You also see in like the opposite corner of you, the bottom left, there's a chair with a jacket on it. And the jacket does not match the logo that's you've seen with the mining material, with like the stuff on the coveralls.
Okay, so it's a fairly safe assumption that it probably belongs to whoever took over this mine.
Right.
Okay.
On the conference table here in the middle, you also see a rifle, and with the 15, you see you can't make it out, but there's like a shadow, and you think it shifted over in this general vicinity.
Okay. I'll kind of look back there and be like, possibly one guard. It's a little the light's a little fucky. So I think I saw one guy shifting in a chair. There might be more, but I can't get a really good angle through this tiny ass window.
So through that door, it's about 5 feet from where you guys are standing, like the into this room, down a slight hallway, and then out the other side. So that door is in the middle of that 5-foot area.
Okay.
Do you not have goggles to see in the dark?
No, it's a window down a hallway, Hajime. Angles.
I know, but shadows are usually a little bit easier to see, but all right.
And also, no, I don't.
We'll fix that later. Okay. This sliding door that you're talking about, is it like a keypad sliding door, or is it just there's a handle and you have to pull over sliding door?
There is a key card scanner.
All right. Let's dig through these pockets and see if there's a key card, or look at the key rings and see if there's cards for it on there.
Awesome. For those of you that just kind of grab stuff out of the locker, nobody really rolled to investigate them.
That is true.
If you would choose to do that now, you might come across something. Alternatively, you could use your Arcana and try to hack through the keypad.
Yeah, I'm holding off for that for now.
Verna's got a 12 on investigation.
You are really intrigued by the pinup girl.
Well, you're not wrong.
I'm going to try and investigate. Who could see? It could happen. Oh, 15 flat, because I don't have any modifiers to that.
Awesome. With a 15, kind of falling loose at the bottom of your locker, you find a key card, and it does have like the mining operators, like the mines logo on it, as well as a picture of a large, heavy-set bearded man.
Papa.
I never knew my father, and I just put the picture in my pocket.
Well, no, like that's the picture on the key card.
Oh, that's
like it's like
that's his ID. Okay.
Yes.
All right, here, pass it over.
I pass it over.
All right. So yeah, you managed to scan this thing through the keypad, and the door opens.
Pistols out before I swipe that.
You very quickly hear a what the heck? Yeah, you hear a what the hell, and somebody steps into view. I will give you guys a surprise round, and that will be Verna. You are up first. However, if you choose to allow Hajime, because they were front at the door, we can go with that as well.
Well, what I'm thinking is I'd like to try to reason with this person to see if I can talk us into the space a little bit more before we start an active fight. So can I try that?
I mean, sure. What are you trying to say?
Hey, we're some of the new recruits from town, and we're just trying to show up for our first shift. And like, I'm sorry, but I don't think we made orientation. Everything's real confusing. So, maybe you could point us in the right direction. Where should we go?
He just kind of looks at you and responds in a language you don't quite recognize.
Uh-oh.
And he levels a gun in your direction.
Well, I'm gonna have to. Do I still have an action?
No.
Oh, well, can someone take care of that for me, please?
All right. Then that would bring us to Achilles.
Oh boy. Because I really don't want to use a gun unless I don't have to, because it's loud and we're underground. I'm going to close the gap.
Yeah, I mean, you can do that with no problem whatsoever.
And I'm gonna pull my switchblade from my boot, and I'm gonna try to sink it in his ribs.
All right. Roll me an attack.
Oh boy. That's 8.
8. That's your.
No, he said yeet.
Okay.
It'd be a 25.
Yeah, I mean that obviously breaks his AC.
All right. And that'll be 7 points of piercing damage, and I will pull it to the side for my second attack.
All right. Okay.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, that'll break. As long as you can beat a 1, this guy will drop.
5.
All right. Yeah, this guy drops.
All right. Cool.
He kind of looks at you and lets off like a startled "Whoa!" and hits the ground with the knife still stuck into his gut.
Fantastic. So yeah, he Achilles will kind of like cradle, so like the fall sound is as lessened as possible. Mm-hmm. And I'll pull the knife out, wipe it off on his shirt, and stuck it back in my boot.
All right.
And then I'll grab that rifle.
Thanks, Achilles.
Yeah. All right. So the rifle was sitting there on the table. It's just a standard hunting rifle.
Okay. Hey.
I'm sorry. It's just your standard like combat rifle. I'm not entirely sure what that would be stat wise in here.
I think for it'll either be hunting rifle or automatic rifle.
Use the automatic rifle for that.
Okay. Cool. And I will make a note that this is a human-sized gun.
Correct. It is black. It's shiny. You don't recognize the make and model. So it's clearly something that like they brought with them. It's not.
Okay.
It's not equipment that you have been trained with per se.
Just in case it gets lost, I am going to like slip over, use my data pad to use one of my artificer magical tinkerings, air quotes, to make a picture of that gun, just so I have a reference to maybe find out where these people are from later.
Okay. All right.
Am I confident that I can actually use this rifle since it does look a little different than what I'm used to?
It is very much. You can tell how to use the rifle.
Okay, cool.
I mean, weapon designs are fairly intuitive.
Okay, I'll double check the body and just see what kind of ammo I'm dealing with, like how much ammo I have for
All right.
it.
Yeah. I mean, you've got one full magazine that you found on the body, and there is a full one in the gun itself.
Okay, so like, how many rounds so I can keep track?
You have 30 rounds, but as I said before, you're out of your mechs so infrequently that it's not really something that I'm going to keep track of.
Okay, cool.
2 seasons worth of rounds because you have 2 magazines.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. Well, I will make note. Awesome.
Yeah. Out of mechs, I'm not really worried about ammo consumption.
No, yeah, I figure the time we're out of mechs is going to be much less than the time in mechs.
Correct.
Here's to hoping.
All right. Cool.
Maybe, probably.
Well, I'll move off to the side so that way other people can funnel in.
Okay. Are you doing anything with the body? Are you hiding it? Are you just leaving it in plain sight?
I'll have my steel defender pick it up by the chest and like walk it into the locker room. We can close the door behind us.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's easy enough. It won't fit in a locker.
Yeah, I don't think it would fit in the locker.
Yeah. You will note the skin of the guy that you shot is slightly, it's almost red as opposed to like the, not like bright neon red or anything like that, just kind of like a reddish, like a pale reddish tint.
Like they got a rash or something?
No, just like that's his natural skin color.
Huh.
Yeah.
Nobody has any idea what the language was.
Can't say I do. Wonder if these guys are anything to do with, the whole moon blowing up situation.
You can roll a history if you would like.
I'll give it a go. I got a +4 to that. Let's go. 23.
Oh, yes.
All right. So based on like the ship that you guys remember seeing come through there and like all of the data that you've seen when it like teleported in through the moon, you can reasonably guess that they are of the same design structure. Like they share the same intuitive nature to their designs.
Okay.
So, like you can tell that a rowboat came off of a large galley ship.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. All right, so you guys enter through into this little door here. Isabel, are you hanging back in the room or?
No, I was gonna come with. We need to stay together.
Okay. So you guys are in this chamber here in this room. Like I said, it appears to be an office. Like just a general couple of desks. Like not a force structure kind of thing. Just you need a small workstation. This is where you're gonna set up, not a permanent desk location.
Now, I have a question for the room, Mr. DM.
Yes.
You said that the guy that we just murked was holding a weapon as well. Did he pull that off the table, or is there another rifle laying on the table when that Achilles saw?
No, it was he just pulled a sidearm. It was just a small pistol. So it would be the same pistols that you guys all have, at least from an inventory standpoint.
All right, I didn't know if there was like 2 rifles.
But the rifle's now with Achilles, right?
Yeah, the rifle's now with Achilles.
Yeah, you keep what you kill.
I'll say, Hajime, you may want to just grab the pistol anyway, because it is different tech, so it could be useful in the long run.
Yeah, all right. I'll grab the pistol, and if there's an extra mag with it, just choop, and I'll stow it for now.
All right, so this sidearm doesn't actually seem to have a clip or anything like that. It is a laser rifle or a laser pistol.
Yo.
Nice.
And it will do. Yep. You have 10 shots with that, and you have no idea how to recharge it.
I'll figure that out later.
I'm sure you'll try. All right, so in this room, like I said, you see a couple of desks. There's about 4 of them, a couple of computers. Most of the computers look like they've been turned off. They don't seem to really be connected to any systems or anything like that.
Layers of unused dust.
Nah, not exactly. Like, this has been used. There's, like some equipment. There's some equipment on the table. Nothing that seems incredibly useful, just like we're making use of the space kind of equipment. There is a door off to the far side, and then there is a door to the bottom of the room.
Who wants to pick the lucky door?
I'll take the far side.
All right, I'll take the bottom door, or do you want to take it?
Do you think there's anything on the computers we should try to find?
I can take a look. My arcana is... My tech skill is pretty high.
Just so we don't have any issues, and so my construct can give you the help action, go ahead and plug through the construct if you're going to start looking through those computers, just so we don't get any viruses.
All right, fair enough. Yeah. For the heck of it, that's Verna makes a good point. I'll take a look through the computers. If Verna, do you want to check the south door?
Yeah, absolutely.
And bringing back the joke from old, Isabel, you want to hold the flashlight?
Always. I got you.
All right.
I got you, Dad.
All right, that's 16.
All right, so you managed to get into one of these. It's not like password protected or anything like that. It's like I said, it's just a general use workstation kind of thing. You see a couple of emails going back and forth between like a miner named Callie. Sorry, I had to look that up. You see a conversation between Callie and like management, just basic equipment requests, saying they're having a plumbing issue down in the one bathroom. Just standard everyday communications between work and management.
Right on. Do you want me to? What should I roll for the southern door?
I mean, it's just a door. You can try to open it.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if I could try to listen.
Yeah. That would be a perception check.
Okay. Oh, guys, I used all my luck last time. I rolled a 5. Well, I rolled a 4, but
You don't really hear anything. This one doesn't have a window in it or anything like that. It slides like the other door does, but that's really all you're going to get from me.
yeah, this one seems all right, guys.
It sure is a door.
All right. Let's see what luck I might have on the other door here. I'm gonna investigate it, see if there's any like markings or anything that might tell me what the door is.
Okay.
With a 15.
All right. You don't really see any markings, but you do see drag marks, like something heavy was pulled into there.
Okay. Is this also much like the other doors, a keycard swipe slider?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, whatever was drugged through the halls before came this way, it looks like.
That looks much more exciting than what I got going on over here.
Well, I guess we'll start with that one then.
All right.
Should we send Billy first?
Oh yeah, Billy will go first. Billy's a good boy.
Right.
And I'll
I'll give him a little pat.
The goodest boy of the campaign.
Oh.
get myself in the corner there, reach around the corner, swipe the card.
I'm gonna sit right here with the rifle just in case.
Right. So as you open this door, you don't really hear anything going on inside it. Nothing really reacts. You see a room. There's a couple of crates in the middle of it, like military crates. You assume based on the drag marks that's what was pulled in there. It appears to be being used as a storage room.
Honestly, I was actually expecting a body, so this is kind of a nice change of pace.
Yeah, I was gonna say dollars to donuts. That was a body, but damn.
Yeah.
I mean, hooray! No one's died.
Well, we haven't looked in the crates yet.
Isabel, you want to crack these crates or crate? Sorry, did you say one or multiple crates?
From the stack that you're looking at, just looking through the door, you're seeing 3, but there could be more once you're inside.
All right. Well, Isabel and Verna, you guys are the most equipped, and I will. I'll hand Isabel a crowbar, so you can have advantage on your roll.
I will happily crack a crate.
So as you approach these crates, you actually see that they seem to be plugged in with a tube running to a couple of outlets on the wall.
Why'd you make it gross? I mean, crack it open anyway, but...
Yeah, I'm still cracking it.
All right. I mean, you don't even have to crack it open. They have small windows at the top, and you are greeted by a face.
It
There's
is
a guy
a
in
body.
there. There's a guy in there.
Oh shit,
Man,
we were right.
Is it a guy? Who is it? Do I know who he is?
I'm gonna wave.
With a 5, you're not even sure if it's a human.
You do not recognize the person.
Is it like human?
Yeah, it's human.
Do you think we should try to get him out?
I'm gonna go yes.
No.
Why not?
Let me
What if this is how they store prisoners?
let me take a look real quick here because I have a sneaking suspicion. I would like to make an Arcana roll to see if maybe those ghosts in the boxes that we were seeing that I was seeing earlier is at all connected to these people in boxes.
All right, there we go. If you would like to go ahead and do that, I will give you advantage.
Fantabulous.
Wow! On brand, Pat. On brand.
Son of-
Double 5s.
So you don't put it completely together. You do note that there are 5 of these things in here. Now that you're like inside the room and actually getting a chance to look around and like the dark corners and whatnot, you see 4 men and a woman. That's the best I can give you, unfortunately, with a 12.
Do they have the same reddish skin like the dude in the other room?
These guys do not.
Do you think these people were like captured and forced into these boxes?
I can't tell.
Well, let's crack one open and see what happens.
I mean, I will give you just a base intelligence check for that, if you would like, Hajime,
I don't trust it, but I'll give it a shot.
because you are so close to putting it together.
Those red strings are all around the room. Oh my god!
No, you just keep going back. There are 5, and we fought 5, and there are 5 here, and there's a thing there, and there's this thing's got a tube. There's 5. That guy's.
And I rolled a 5.
That guy's red.
But somebody fell out of one of those goddamn mechs. Too many variables.
All right, cool. Let's crack one open.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna crack. I'm gonna crack one of them open, but I'm gonna ask, hey, just in case, can someone have a gun on them?
Yeah, can Verna go ahead
Zoo?
and draw her pistol?
Sure.
I'm gonna move in just as a little bit of backup, just in case.
And since I'm holding a crowbar, I have advantage on the strength roll.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really need it. It's just the like the thing will just open up.
Well, I wanted to use. I own a crowbar. I was given a crowbar. I'm going to use a crowbar.
So you flip the 2 latches on the side. The seal hisses, and you open it up, and then you stick a crowbar in it.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I undo the latch and I open it with the crowbar.
Yeah,
I love it.
So as you open this thing, you see you're greeted by it's a naked body, but it's like covered in almost like a latex sheet from like the neck down. And you see there are plugs, like cables running out of its wrists, its ankles, and the back of its head.
Got some Matrix people battery vibes.
Yeah.
Are they conscious?
No, these are dead.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Well, at least the one you opened is dead.
Well, that seems like a real waste. Go hooking people up and then have them die.
Are they dead because we opened the box, or are they dead because we defeated a mech and they're attached to them?
That I can't tell you without some sort of roll.
I'm gonna go over to one of the other boxes because you said there was like a little like window-esque thing where you can kind of see them.
So you opened up one of the the mailboxes.
Yeah, I want to see if this one's dead too.
Okay. Just
we'll
looking,
go 2 for 2.
Yeah, just looking in, you're not really seeing any signs of life inside this thing either.
Can I just make a flat int check, I guess?
Sure.
See if I can help connect the strings that Hajime has been running.
Yeah.
Can I do a medicine check on the one that I've already opened?
You absolutely can do a medicine check.
17 for my int.
You note that their basic structures, the male to female ratio, their basic athletic features, seems to correspond to the guards that you came across outside.
Modified 15 on my medicine check, trying to figure out like how long this person's been dead.
You would say less than a couple hours, but it's hard to tell because like the inside of these cases were obviously cooled and and whatnot.
Well, that tracks.
Hajime, I think you might have been onto something when you found that box in the crashed ship. I think it's some kind of, I don't know, I'm a blanket the term and say consciousness transfer.
Yeah, you see, that's what I was thinking too, but then the skin was red and the people were talking different languages.
Well, we were invaded, so, I mean, different languages are expected.
Different languages exist. Not everyone speaks space English.
I mean, that's not wrong.
That's fantastic. But I definitely, I think you're absolutely right. I think each of these boxes is connected to one of those black boxes, which is then connected to the whatever machine they're in, whether it's a ship or a mech or whatnot. And I'm assuming killing those kills these.
Are there parts that we can take for Hajime to play with?
I don't want to play with people parts. That's why I made him.
No, I mean mechanical parts.
William was sit down like a good boy and pant.
Oh, Billy.
Looking at the box that these guys are in, is there like a little like computer thing or like a terminal or anything on them?
Yeah, there was a basic readout of like their biological effects, their neural link status, all the basic sciencey mumbo jumbo tech talk that you would need. You guys have only investigated 2 of the males.
If you guys want to investigate the rest, I assume they're probably all going to be dead. But I'm going to connect my data pad to this one and see if I can download any of the info from it.
Yeah, why don't you roll an Arcana check, or a tech check for that?
Shall.
Verna is just too creeped out by looking at these things.
Look, I still got my pinup girl picture, and I'm still just kind of looking at that every now and again, just distracted.
Will you put that away?
That's a whopping 11 for me.
All right. So with an 11, you were able to kind of basically pick up their last transmission, and you note that it did correspond with the cutoff time was roughly the same time you were in combat.
Okay, so it sounds like everything Hajime was thinking, and then it's all together. These things were almost definitely controlling those mechs.
Yes.
Gross, but cool.
It seems like a disadvantage. I wonder why they would have it that way.
Yeah, that's my concern too, because there's no actual benefit of that from what I can figure out.
Right.
Unless these are just like genetically engineered people.
Look, maybe somebody who's not as freaked out can do some more investigation of the rest of these people.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Hajime is still in the fetal position. Let's see what we got. Let's go. Back on it. Natural 20.
Wow.
I'm gonna I'll investigate the girl.
Investigate everyone.
This was my moment.
All right. So when you kind of walk up to this thing and kind of wipe like the condensation off the glass, you instantly recognize the face of Bunny, who is actually one of the pilots of Alpha Squad.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Did you open that box up yet?
No.
Oh, I mean, I'm like 99% sure they're all dead.
Well,
actually, I'm just going to take a look at the screen. You said that they have bio signs on the little readouts.
It's flatlined.
Yeah, they're all dead.
Shit. Oh my god.
So that would explain why they're using this instead of normal soldiers.
No, yeah, because they don't have to be compliant for this. They just have to be plugged in and shunted into the box.
This is messed up.
And based on the guy-to-girl ratio, you assume that Bunny was piloting that red suit that you guys fought.
That tracks. I guess I'll take a look at the other ones while we're here. Is there anyone else from Alpha Squad here?
No, just two random people you don't seem to recognize. One of them actually matches the ID that Isabel picked up.
Okay.
Just the large heavyset man with the beard.
Okay.
Man, she was always so amazing. It's no wonder she was so hard to beat.
All right, I mean, so that's these guys here. Are you doing anything else in this room? Are you looking into anything else? Do you need a minute to process?
I'm gonna head back to the locker room area.
Okay.
And find something so I can pull her body out of the box and cover it up so we can actually take it with us on our way out.
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah.
if you give me a little bit of time, I might be able to at least jury rig a temporary power supply, keep the body from decomposing on the trip. We just keep her in the box. Plus, then that also gives us the box to research and figure out if there's any way to backwards this before we knock out another person we know.
Yeah, also
that's
fair.
not a bad idea.
All right. I'll, well, I don't think there's going to be any backwards engineering this if they're trying to kill us. But, yeah, I'll close the box back up then.
Well, if we find someone who's alive.
All right. That's just those 5 cases are pretty much the only thing that was in this room, along with like the computer terminal that was like keeping them going and, you know, plugged into the wall and stuff like that.
All right.
Well, shit.
Yeah, that's kind of gnarly.
Pretty heavy.
My thoughts exactly. And on that uplifting note, we're going to end the episode here. As always, thanks for listening to this episode of Mechanical Rain. Give us a like and subscribe over on YouTube at Storm Gaming Alliance. And if you happen to be listening to this on YouTube, well, you can take Mechanical Rain with you. This show is available on Apple Podcasts as well as Spotify and pretty much wherever else you get your podcasts. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, or X, I guess, at Storm Gaming AL. Then you can stay up to date on everything SGA related, including Mechanical Rain. And once again, on behalf of the entire Mechanical Rain crew, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.